How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man. For today, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how to handle yourself against Elagos. Of course, this is not the best build. I build all of my demons differently because I want to have fun with them. There might be some times where I change it to be a little bit more competitive, but in general, every single character in this game, I give them their own unique build. I want them to have their own flavor to them. And though this doesn't really work too well, when it does, it does. I want to have fun, and I don't want to just bully players. Especially with a lot of new players out, I can afford to be a little bit fun. So this build is it's not at all competitive, guys. Don't take it too hard. So the reason why I have this up today is because I do want to show you guys some of the abilities of the Elagos units and just some general ways of dealing with their units. So first off, we have the boss Elagos. So Elagos is going to be pretty fast, but of course Elagos cannot be knocked back. Once again, all bosses are like that. But Elagos is invisible while moving. However, you can see generally where he is. You might not be able to see his model, but you can see his general location because there will be electricity scraping along the floor there. His grab is Psychic Squeeze, so if it hits, you will be squeezed and get a little bit of psychic shit going through your brain. You might lose a few memories and a few HP along with it. Casting Stones is going to be his triangle. So when he draws up the stones, that does damage, and then when he casts the stones, that's going to be another damaging hit. It does a decent amount, but it is a long animation, and generally Elagos players do not do this because they will take a lot of damage. Elagos does not have much defense, does not have much health, but they want to hit, move, kind of like their basic units. The Telekinetic Surge is going to be his AoE. I believe it is undodgeable. The range can be extended to be quite big, so do be mindful. When Elagos comes out, you're going to want to give everybody some breathing room so everyone is not hit by the Telekinetic Surge. You will want to spread out a little bit, and then those who have guns will shoot while Elagos is available and attacking. His light attacks are pretty fast. He does go back into invisibility once again after doing any moves or just by standing still. So you do want to capitalize whenever he is visible. Okay? Be patient. Definitely be patient and be mindful of the dodges. His heavy attacks, of course, does a decent amount of damage, but they're super slow. So once again, he doesn't have much health or defense, so people will generally stay away from that. Elite units are Demi Elagos. So he has two main abilities. There's going to be Duplicity, which is when he makes a little clone that has very low health, but has identical damage dealing. So it does similar damage, just not much health. Thunderstruck is going to be Demi Elagos' main ability. The area of where the lightning will land will be marked kind of underneath the survivors. Make sure that you guys dodge, and make sure you guys do have the timing down. Typically, these guys are used on the book. You guys are going to want to back off from the book, stay out of range, and get away from the book before this Thunderstruck crashes. When it crashes, it will do more damage based off of the survivors nearby. I believe it's nearby or hit. Either way, just back off the book and don't get hit. Do try to balance bar this guy as soon as possible. So definitely, if you see that it is an Elagos, lumberjack axes, sledgehammers, staves, things that have balance bar are pretty solid. Of course, they do take reduced damage from ranged weapons, 40% reduced damage, I believe. But with a decent amount of buffs, you can overcome their resistance. But still, if you have a lot of melee, melee is the way to go. And once again, balance bar is the way to go. Balance bar is king. The basic units. Oh, real quick, actually, the elite units, they attack pretty slow. Be careful of the side swipes. That's it. They're more notable for Thunderstruck than the actual hand-to-hand combat. However, it is a different story with Deadite Berserkers. Deadite Berserkers explode when their health runs out. They can also be set to just explode by the player if they are controlled. This allows them to get a decent amount of free damage on the book, maybe 1/4 or 1/5 of the book if Deadite Berserkers are within range. So just be a little bit mindful. Okay. They attack pretty fast. They have high interrupt chance, but they will be able to be handled if you have decent sustain. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of videos of me beating the fuck out of these guys by myself as Evil Dead 1 Ash, simply because Evil Dead 1 Ash has alternate healing. He can get away with doing certain things. And of course I've been playing this game for a while. But they do have to taunt. If they attack continuously, they'll have these windows where they do have to taunt. It'll be after 4 lights, or maybe a light and a couple of heavies mixed in. They will have had to taunt. Some of these guys will actually try to walk and slap. We'll do a running heavy or a running light or something, with some space in between, in order to prevent a taunt. So it is best to not be caught in the open with these guys on you. And something that I will say as a general word of advice is to always be in line to go probably into a house or into a safe place, because don't assume the demon will not find you. Puppeteer, Ball, those are 2 demon classes that are generally aggressive. They want to find survivors caught out in the open. So if you see his Puppeteer, be a bit mindful, be a bit cautious, and of course, be safe. Be as safe as possible. They don't have much balance bar, so just be a little bit mindful that if you go balance bar, and yeah, the balance bar will break a couple times before their health, especially if they are power possessed, which grants them extra health. You can tell they're power possessed, or the elites and the basics, because they'll have this red steam shit here flowing, and this red steam says, hey, I'm a power possessed. If there's the Evil Dead 2 Ash on my team, or on the Survivor team rather, hey, banish me please. That's what that means. So, but just be a little bit mindful, okay? And the reason being as well is because they have certain abilities here. And something that you do want to be mindful of is this ability right here called Kandarian Fury. So you get extra 3 damage per second, maximum 20% extra damage. This allows them to actually stack up to a decent amount of damage. So when you are fighting them, their heavies will actually go up quite a bit, and even their lights. They can also inflict bleed. So just be a little bit mindful. Bleed means they'll hit you, and then you'll take damage over time. So as they get stronger, and you can invest in heavy damage, basic, and all this extra stuff, you will take damage. Just be mindful that you will take damage after they hit you, and you'll continue to take damage. So it is best to be cautious. Once again, when you are out in the open with these guys, generally on point, they are not too bad. As long as people are ganging up on the unit, they should be okay. They don't have much balance bar. Y'all should be fine with handling them. And as long as you guys are steady, and when the boss comes out, you guys split, you guys should be able to handle power-possessed elites, basics, and boss. Once again, on book for the elites, you want to back off the book. When survivors are within range, the Thunderstruck will do additional damage per survivor in range for the book. So just be careful, okay? And that's it. Something short, something simple. Be safe, stay hydrated, and of course, have a good one.